There's really never been a time that it's more apparent than now, as few people sent me some of recent news that's been happening. There was apparently some psychopath that went into Salon, I think it was, and just decided to kill the women there, the people there. And apparently when they asked him, why did you do it? He said that after watching so much pornography, he has become addicted to sex, and he decided that the best decision for him to do is to kill the temptation. Apparently there was temptation in that parlor. So it's not only the words of the sages telling us that it's going to lead to a destruction of your heaven and going to a Gehinnom and so on, but also a destruction of society at large as we see today. And we have seen already for decades where serial killers, mass murderers all have a common denominator, which is the same addiction to pornography that simply is never enough. They keep going to more and more taboo and more extreme and more violent pornography to the point where they eventually want to act on it. And that's exactly what this person did. It was in Atlanta. And that's exactly what the psychopaths, whether it's Dharma or Bundy or any of these other psychopaths, that's exactly what they all say. It's exactly what they all say, where they get to a point of such high level of addiction that they simply look at people no different than anything else. Their human life loses its value, and this is in essence what's happening and what has been happening for a long time. But it seems like there's a few people that want to do something about it. There's apparently a few people in government want to pass a bill that automatically force phone companies, smartphone companies, to automatically censor pornography on the phones. Of course, you can get out of it. This is technically meant to censor kids, as if the filth of pornography is okay for adults. Already you see that there's problems with the people behind it, but the point being is there is a few people that at least are trying to have their heads on screwed right and better society by censoring the phones. I personally don't think this will pass. Even if it does, again, the censoring the phone, having all types of filters on phones is only band-aid on a heartache. As I've always said, when people ask me about these different filters to have on phones, whether it's this one or it's that one, it's all nice. It's an additional fence that a person can put around themselves, but it's not enough, because I've met people that have literally spent their life in yeshivot, in kollels, learning Torah, but still addicted to immorality, even when they don't even own a computer in their house. I had one time a guy tell me that he's addicted to this filth, and I told him, okay, so take out the computer out of your house. He said, I don't have a computer. I said, okay, so throw out your phone. He says, I don't have a smartphone. I said, so how are you watching this pornography? Magazines? He goes, no, we don't have the magazines. I said, so what do you do? He says, once a month we go to a relative's house, and in that relative's house they have a computer. So I wait the whole month just for this sin. This, unfortunately, is the strength of the Tum'ah headed by the Satan's wife that has infected society for millennia. This is not a new thing. The only thing that's new is that people have stopped acknowledging the problem and actually started welcoming it into their homes. So the point is that pornography has been a problem for many, many decades, and the reality is that it's led to a lot of death, a lot of destruction, a lot of divorces, a lot of bad marriages, a lot of unhappiness. And
point being, Rabotai, is that it's not a joke. In this specific issue, if you overcome it, the reward you're going to get is something so out of the ordinary, so extraordinary. The only regret you're going to have, you didn't do it sooner.
let me know what you think, and make sure to share it, because other people need to learn too.